Welcome again to our collaborative Sunday celebration service. So at Rockland CSL, our theme for 2025 is Rooted in Oneness, Living as Principle. And each month we are rooting ourselves in a principle and living that principle through spiritual practice. Our theme for February is Prosperity is a Love Language. And last Sunday we explored prosperity through source, substance, and supply from the perspective of New Thought Prosperity Consciousness teacher Catherine Ponder and the lyrics of pioneer hip hop artist Eric B. and Rakim's song Paid in Full. So chapter 3 of Catherine Ponder's book Dare to Prosper begins with this question, and I'm going to extend this question to everyone present here. What do you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience? What do you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience? Do you have an answer to that question? Imagine the universe knocks on your door and says, I'm here to take your order for what you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience. What would you say? Catherine Ponder writes in the book, Dare to Prosper, the master plan idea works regardless of any other conditions or circumstances. If you can conceive what you wish to accomplish, work out a timetable for your success, and then just hold to the expectation, quietly working towards it. Your master plan will draw to you whatever else is needed to make your life as you wish it. Such is the magnetic power of the master plan. In other words, when you move, divine providence moves as well. Benjamin Franklin said, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Or another way that I've heard this is a failure to plan is a plan to fail. So in the song Paid in Full, Rakim raps that dreaming about prosperity is not enough. He said, because I don't like to dream about getting paid, so I dig into the books of my rhymes that I made. So now a test to see if I got pulled, hit the studio because I'm paid in full. So are you digging in? Are you hitting the studio? Are you taking action, or are you just thinking? Are you just thinking of a master plan? Thinking is not enough. We have to also be engaged in the activity of it. In Catherine Ponder's book, Dare to Prosper, she lays out 4 elements for this master plan. And I'm going to share those 4 with you now. 1, answer the question. What do you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience? What is the answer to that question? That's number 1. What are the desires of your heart? Declare it and write it down. 2, don't compromise your plan and keep quiet about your master plan. Catherine writes, when you gain the vision of your master plan, refuse all offers of compromise or halfway success. Quietly wait for the right situation to present itself before putting your plan into action. So we allow quietness and confidence to be our strength. We fix our master plan in our mind, and we keep it fixed, and we keep it secret. So what I would say about this is sharing your master plan with like-minded, conscious people provides us with additional support. But blasting it on social media, I would not advise, and nor would Catherine Ponder. So we hold our plans, the desires of our heart, as sacred, and we don't compromise. Even when it appears as if nothing is happening, we don't settle for less. Because the universe's mantra is more, increase, expansion. And so we align ourselves with that consciousness. 3, make your master plan definite. Catherine said to move faithfully forward, be specific with details and dates. Another way that we hold this is in the law of mental equivalent. Can you envision it in the screen of your mind, as Bob Proctor would say? Can you imagine it? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What are you hearing? We want to be specific and detailed about our master plan without going into outlining. In other words, without going into this is how it's going to happen, because we know who has the how. God has the how. The universe has the how. So we focus our attention on what it is and the details of it, right? So we dig into our consciousness and we impress upon our subconscious mind that we are prosperous now. So instead of hitting the studio like Eric B. and Rakim, we hit the creative field of our individualized universal mind. 4, be prepared to accept your abundance. Be receptive to accepting your good. Catherine writes, as fulfillment comes, you must not let it unbalance you. Be alert and ready to accept it. Otherwise, it may slip away, leaving you to begin all over again. And many of us may have had that experience as well, that we hold a plan in mind, it manifests itself. I'll give you a perfect example. I was just speaking with someone about this, who 3 years ago paid off his credit cards. 3 years later, he's back in debt with credit cards. Now, why is that? He wasn't prepared to accept his abundance. He hasn't shifted from a consciousness of lack and limitation. And so what does he get to do again? But from a different position of learning, of expanding, of growing. So that this time, as he pays off his credit card debt, he'll be able to hold that reality within him. We see similar situations with people who win the lottery. The majority of them wind up going through all of that money. It just slips away because they're not prepared in consciousness to hold that level of abundance and prosperity. So I want to give us a quick example of working a master plan using our unexpected income prosperity program. So the 4 elements: answer the question, what do you want to achieve, accomplish, and experience? What do we want to achieve? We want to achieve unexpected income. Yes? 2, don't compromise your plan and keep quiet about your master plan. So we are not compromising about our prosperity, no matter what. Negative balance in your bank account, we are not compromising on our prosperity. A delay in money we thought we were going to receive, we are not compromising about our prosperity. Talk about inflation and the price of eggs, we are not compromising on our prosperity. We are prosperous now. We are so clear in the Unexpected Prosperity Program about our prosperity that we affirm it 100 times a day, every day. I am prosperous now. I am prosperous now. And we are sharing with like-minded people who are also aligned with a collective prosperity consciousness. 3, make your master plan definite. Who's definite about prosperity? Show of hands. Anyone definite about prosperity? All right now. So our plan for prosperity is definite. We have a by when date. Our prosperity, unexpected income prosperity program started February 3rd. It concludes on April 20th. But guess what? We keep it going. That's just a suggestion. Who wants to shut off their prosperity flow of unexpected income? I don't. So when April 20th rolls around, guess what? Guess who's going to keep it going? This one right here. And everyone is invited as well. So prosperity is coming from unexpected resources. That's the how. That's the how that the universe has. Those unexpected resources, because we are open to receive the abundant flow of prosperity that manifests in a multitude of unexpected ways. We positively experience and expect the manifestation of unexpected income is demonstrated. And so we just started this on February 3rd. I personally have already received $1,200 in unexpected income. And I'll tell you one as an example. Most of you know that my aunt passed away in August. I closed out her apartment. The management office told me that I would receive her security check. And then I got a letter saying I wouldn't receive her security check because we left items in the apartment, which they told us to do. But that's a whole nother story. I didn't fight it. I let it go. This was back in September. I was like, whatever, I'm letting it go. Last week, what do I get in the mail? A $663 check from the management office for my aunt's security. She passed away last August. Talk about unexpected. That was totally unexpected. Did I receive it? Yes, I received it and said thank you. And then tied 10% to Rockland CSL. So be prepared when it comes, because as it is said in the title, it's unexpected. It's unexpected income. Be prepared to accept your abundance, number 4. And so we accept our abundance now. We are open to receive now. Oh, I'm glad I have it here. We are open to receive now. This is what being open to receive prosperity looks like. This is letting it slip by, not being prepared. So we participate in abundance by participating in the law of giving and receiving, by tithing 10% to where we are spiritually fed. And we magnetize our prosperity by creating a vacuum to receive more prosperity so that we can do what? So that we can give more, so that we could be of service more. And the abundance of prosperity continues to flow through, for, and as us. So next Sunday, Sekou Rice is going to elaborate on the importance of being prepared for prosperity. More than likely, what we do with $100 is what we would do with $1 million. If you spend all of your $100, guess what? More than likely, you're going to spend all of the $1 million as well, because you haven't prepared yourself for prosperity yet. There hasn't been a shift in consciousness. So I'm going to close with this reminder that you are the great creator's master plan, the universe's master plan, the inexhaustible one's master plan. You are a divine plan, realized and individualized. So just as we have a master plan, God has a master plan. And each one of us is the demonstration of that divine plan. So let us be that outlet for God's divine plan of prosperity. All of the sacred texts, all of the ancient wisdom tells us that God's plan for us is to prosper us. In Jeremiah 29:11, the verse says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So you are the individualized expressions of the divine plan, just as the master plan of the caterpillar is to become a butterfly. The butterfly is the destiny of the caterpillar. You are the master plan of the divine. You are the destiny of God. So let us remember our spiritual practice for February is affirmation. And the affirmation that we are speaking 100 times every day is I am prosperous now. Please join us, UUCR. We want to get on into this prosperity flow with us. I am prosperous now 100 times a day. So let us go within and take a breath. And just for a moment, we're just going to sit and be in the flow of prosperity that is always available for us. And we're going to take in these words from Catherine Ponder, this prosperity affirmation that you can quietly repeat back to yourself. So I invite you to just go within. If you want, you can close your eyes, whatever's comfortable for you, and take a breath. Divine intelligence, let the master plan of my life now reveal itself to me. Let the master plan of my life now begin working for me. I give thanks for my master plan of success. I give thanks for the perfect results of that master plan. With love's help, I now plan my way to success. With love's help, I now begin to experience the results of my master plan. And let us take a breath. Let us know now that we are prosperous now, that all is well, that we prosper and we give and we receive. And knowing that this is so, we release this into the atmosphere of love and declare it done. And so it is. Amen.